Introducing Captain Smiley.
Hello. Remember when I said I don't like wearing makeup? Well, today's makeup is inspired by an Instagram reel I did earlier today. You can't see the makeup in the reel though, so I wanted it to be on camera somewhere. Today's episode is going to be more of a rant. I'll be going off, so to speak. So, I understand I might look silly, I might look crazy, unhinged, but I don't care. This is my show. This is how I do things. I'm okay with that. I want you to enjoy it too, though. So, give me a chance. If you can't look at me this way, go watch my Valentine's Day performance instead. Just linked it. And, by the way, thought you'd be able to see it, but I'm wearing slippers because Nicki Minaj taught me what a wide shot is. She was being interviewed about American Idol, got a glimpse of the wide shot and said, "Oh my god, I just saw a wide shot. I didn't know they were showing my feet, my slippers." So, hello and welcome to the Siren of Boston, episode 8. I'm 8 of 9, 8th born of my father after 2 boys and 6 girls, 2nd born of my mother after 1 boy. I have 8 siblings in total. Rewatch that a few times to understand what's going on. We'll explain that in depth sometime in the future. Hello and welcome to the Siren of Boston, episode 8. Be assertive. You are priceless and no one is better. Got it? Yeah. Now, of course, there is always someone better than you at something. Someone will always have a better vocal range, be more flexible, more versatile with linguistics, and more versed in writing skills and experience. However, no one is better than you at what you want to do in life because no one has your dreams the way you do. No one lights up when talking about what propels them, and no one is more creative with fixes for accomplishing something that matters to them than you. We are our dreams. We are our own visions of freedom. Don't let anyone take your freedom from you because you will never reach your full potential if you take what's given to you because it's there. Before I get ahead of myself, I'd like to tweak last week. Asian communities. I mentioned them last week pleading for the violence to stop without mentioning that the violence was COVID-19 related. I put a link to a news article on CNN in the description box, but I did not mention that very important fact. I believe, no exaggeration, I seriously believe every Asian person on my social media, there aren't that many, at one point during this pandemic expressed hate speech toward them. Elderly Asians are being beaten to death in more severe cases. Please be kind to your neighbors. Going forward, I will quote titles until the words go across the screen, not for you, but because it's proper. When asking the audience, if you are compelled like Chris Crocker or Bill Burr to defend the celebrities of our time, etc., I meant to finalize the question by asking, will you hashtag Free Britney? Let me know if you want to begin a hashtag Blacks for Britney to support the enslaved pop superstar. You don't have to actually let me know. I'm going to do that, so it's a thing as of now. That laugh or suffer, it's really going to be done when I feel like putting it. There are many dry and sarcastic jokes, and like I said about the quotes, if you don't get it, maybe a different program will fulfill your needs. Just write sometimes and figure it out in post. For the record, people can be disappointed in you. Anyone can be disappointed in you. It is foolish and disgustingly arrogant to believe that only those higher than you in age, position, rank life achievements marked as life achievements by society standards or otherwise difficult objectives completed can have any say when it comes to your substandard behavior. Fuck you. Can't your kids be disappointed in you if you turned out to be a facade of the hero they just knew you were? No. Can't someone who is counting on you that you let down be disappointed in you? No. Can't someone who cares for you expect better for you without being accused of just expecting everything to go their way because they are a go-getter, so things tend to get got and they expect their squad to be at the same level of performance? No? Okay, why not? Remember last week when I said be accountable? Demand that shit from other people. Please understand, every situation does not have a right and wrong. It's not always you were right and I was wrong. But wrong is obvious. If you have wronged someone, that makes you wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right, but if everyone's right, then nothing should be wrong, right? But if someone's upset, something is clearly wrong. Figure it out? Together, maybe? Be accountable. When a wrongdoer's excuses for fucking up never add up or seem thought out, when they don't give a fuck about how their actions have affected you and what you have or had going on, and at any given time they're looking for the sympathy of the situation and throw a pity party dismissing your feelings because woe is them, you owe that person a fuck you. They don't care. They won't care. And you're wasting your time. Episode 4, I said, cease the reinforcements. I don't care that you're sad, depressed, suicidal, on the edge, because if we had a purge type thing, maybe traffic in my city wouldn't be as bad because all the citizens would be in heaven. I'm just going to say that, okay? You don't want to take honest, constructive criticism or hear a tone dip from someone who loves you because you're telling yourself the other person's feelings are coming from a place of hate. You hate yourself that much? Disgusting. This is similar to my views on peer editing. I fucking hated peer editing in high school. I hated it. Maybe it was my own insecurities, issues with abandonment and trust, but I didn't believe my classmates wanted to help me with my writing. I felt that they wanted to make their classmates look as dumb as possible by marking up their page with their own knowledge. I hypothesized and reacted based on a theory that their lack of understanding of their peers' writing voice would create a bigger problem than a solution because it would ultimately be a breeding ground for miscommunication and triggered insecurities. Translation? Who am is, ho? Because you keep asking somebody else. You could be asking yourself about me, asking people you think know me about me, and or you may be using the window you have into my life to justify the view you have without ever asking me about me. At any given time, no matter how close you are, you only have a piece of the puzzle. You know that opening thing? It's a puzzle. You don't know everything, and questions are nerve-wracking, but how else will you know for sure? Like without a doubt. How do you intend to solve anything if you don't fully investigate the situation? I don't understand how people can try to force things to work with multiple people involved without getting the team to have a decent relationship and mutual understanding first. That's why I'm single. That's why I have such horrible relationships with people. I am a natural leader, but I don't want to be the boss. I want to chill because I should know you can handle your job, one that complements mine. Fortunately, I don't trust you. I don't want anything to do with any of you. You don't trust you. I am afraid of your hate for yourself. At any given time, I will protect my life over yours, whatever the cost, because I am not your mother. I am not your Jesus. And I am not the giving tree. You don't mean everything to me. So if I choose to do something, anything, even sacrificing my life, funds, or even just my comfort for yours, it isn't because I feel like I need to. I'm not afraid of you or of disappointing you, because you shouldn't have any expectations of perfection from me. That's your own fault if you do. People will think if, it'll look bad if. Honestly, if you don't know that no one refuses to give a fuck like me by now, I'm incredibly disappointed. If you're wondering if my incredibly relatable life that might possibly be intertwined with you is referencing you specifically at this moment, here's 2 fuck yous for you as the viewer, specifically in this moment. Fuck you. So, that was more than 2. I'm an overachiever. Whatever. So, hate me because I'm walking on eggshells, not air. Over here dodging bullets, but to you, I'm making hell look fun. So you're mad? That's cool. I don't give a fuck. I'm busy fighting hell. Fuck you. This is really me. This is Captain Smiley. This is number 8. Death the Kid's favorite number. Perfectly balanced and symmetrical. More or less. Princess JD is sweet. Captain Smiley, a little salty. So, on to the post. You don't want to bring a dime around your player friends and or your hungry family because who in their right mind wouldn't wife her? Well, you, of course. You, keeping her goddess essence for your own personal pick-me-ups because you know you ain't shit without her. In the same breath, you won't contribute yours to the flames of her light. How sad your daily existence must be. Here's a tip. Save your dimes. Have a fund for regular expenses, i.e. groceries, gas, weed, R&R. Have an emergency fund. Have a travel fund. Have a bail money fund. These hoes tend to try a bitch and you could use some protection. Hashtag, not my baby daddy, not my problem. Hashtag, team no kids. Hashtag, fuck a fuck boy. Hashtag, you thought you got me. Hashtag, moving. Hashtag, happily divorced. Hashtag, young, wild, and free. Addendum. Call me weird. Call me crazy. The jade is a spade. I know I command the floor. Look, but don't worry about me when I walk into your room. I'll just be in the corner, laughing silently to myself. Captain Smiley. This is a small post that we have before getting into another try post. We will break this down by sections. You really hate yourself that much? Well, be sure to have your own back, because without a spine, you can't stand for no one, so don't stand so close to me. The hashtags. Essentially, I'm not a parent. I don't wake up and have to be someone's parent. I don't go to work, and at any given time I'm there, I am simultaneously someone's parent. I don't get home and have to be someone's parent. My cat does not require ever-changing clothes or schools. I do not have the ailment or superpower of a dependent that I created with my own body and am exponentially increasing my abilities and capabilities with. I do not have a person with whom I am forever connected to or avoiding because of this creation. I do not understand that specific and unique pain/annoyance/frustration. I don't have any kids. I'm well aware of that. Within my current state of mental health and financial stability, trust, I understand that life is so much easier without any. But what if I said to a parent, like a struggling single mom, for an example, at least you're not a paraplegic? Kind of offensive, don't you think? To the paraplegic. We have a post coming up about skinny shaming and how it is really a thing. Maybe you can see the parallelism here. So, paraplegics. Ask 1. It is most likely an inconvenience. It plays a big role in their life. They do not, however, define themselves by this personal trait, characteristic, or experience. Why do parents? An example of something similar would be people like Oscar Pistorius. He lived past having his legs amputated at 11 months and moved on to become an Olympian known as the fastest man on no legs. All while standing over 6 feet tall, which is maybe 90% of all women's fantasy body type. No, don't read into that, because he murdered his model girlfriend claiming he thought an intruder was in his home, and so he shot multiple shots at the bathroom door on Valentine's Day morning, 2013. I understand that it may be difficult to hype yourself constantly. You may want that person who loves everything about you, but honestly and lovingly encourages you to improve. You may need rewards, gifts, and admiration. You may be hoping for that mother figure to give you that unconditional love the way she is supposed to. You may need that daddy who's going to hold you, protect you from the world, and stare at you, dumbfounded by your beauty while you pig out on a cupcake, sitting Indian style on the counter with no shirt, frosting on your chin, neck, and tummy. That sounds wonderful. But if you don't assert the truth that is you, you won't come to realize the truth about you that needs to be changed. You won't change so that obstacles, especially not self-established ones, get in the way of what you want. That's silly. That's funny. Excuse my laughter. I find the bullshit funny. Just like I find it funny that people will literally take whatever is given to them and say the situation has blessed them. Okay, but is that blessing good enough? Is that all you need? Think of it this way. You get a sandwich, a hoagie, for an example, on healthy bread with a dairy product, a protein product, and or fruit/vegetable item and water. That's it. That's okay. It's good. It's got all you need, basically, for a little bit. I want it all. I want the soup and the salad. I want the appetizer. I want the entree, the desserts, the drinks. Give me the cocktail and the shot. I want the water with lemonade and give me a doggy bag to go just because. And I want that every day, for every meal. Not just a fucking good sandwich for this moment. Eternal blessings, bitch! That's what I want. And if you can't deliver, don't fucking advertise. It's not worth it. I want to hear it. Please? Jade is a spade because she digs deep and gets to the root of the issue. Be the track star that jumps over hurdles with unique prosthetics and boundless confidence. Not the one that commits murder and says, oops, didn't have my sea legs. I thought it best to fire a deadly weapon in the dark with no consideration for anyone else in the situation and their capabilities or viewpoint at the very least. Hey, I don't have the full story. My viewpoint is subjective. I value your input. Good night. Whistle for me, baby. Tell me